Hello, everyone. Great to see you all today. Did you know that the US is the largest advertising market in the world and it spent 240 billion US dollars in 2020? And did you know that Europe spent a total of 69.4 billion euros on ads in 2020? Those are huge figures. Today, I want to share how my team at Prezi spent $0 and still saw great results. Last year, we launched an ebook about how to reimagine meetings in our rapidly changing workplaces, a project we completed in just under 2 months. And this was as hybrid work was gaining popularity. We collaborated with leaders from companies including Slack, Atlassian, and Zapier, which are some of the best known companies in the remote and hybrid workspace. And we ended up with an amazing piece of content that received thousands of downloads in just a few weeks with only organic promotion. In fact, this book was providing so much value that we soon started a webinar focused on hybrid work that featured hybrid work leaders and brought in thousands of registrations. Now, this ebook is just one example of content that was made possible through Prezi's editorial strategy. And I share it with you because it's one of my favorites and it's really representative of what's possible when you can build both strong content and a strong external network. Some of you might remember Prezi as the Zooming presentation tool and are wondering why I'm talking about hybrid work and meetings so much. And that's going to be answered in this session. Today, I'm going to highlight how content played an important role in driving awareness of Prezi as a virtual meetings and collaboration solution, creating a network of influencers, and supporting our customers. This is our agenda for today. I'll share a bit about myself and my team, a quick history about Prezi Video, and then we'll dive into the content piece, including challenges and successes. And then we'll end with a quick recap and have about 10 minutes for Q&A. My name is Lorraine Lee, and I was the first editorial hire at Prezi. And this role was created because Prezi predicted correctly that content and editorial in particular would play a really important role in its future. Not only does editorial content build brand awareness, it can drive product adoption and even leads. At Prezi, our team's mission is to educate and inspire people to create amazing Prezi videos, both recorded and live streamed. We do this by sharing insights and best practices from thought leaders about topics and industry trends that are important to our customers and our audience. We collaborate with subject matter experts and influencers, helping them to create great, amazing Prezi videos. And then we curate those videos and feature them in different campaigns and channels. Now, before Prezi, I was an editor at LinkedIn for 6 years, both on the daily news team and later the special projects team. And I've been able to bring a lot of my learnings from LinkedIn to Prezi to build out this team. Next, I want to give a quick history about Prezi Video. For those who didn't realize that Prezi had a video product, we launched Prezi Video in November of 2019. And as a distributed company ourselves, we anticipated that engaging virtual presentations would only become more important with each passing year. However, nobody could have anticipated the sudden spike in demand for virtual presentation tools when the pandemic hit in March 2020. As a result, we needed to quickly adapt our strategies to reach and help a much broader and larger audience than expected, now that remote and hybrid work was clearly staying here for the long haul. We started by creating a wealth of content on remote work, including blog posts, landing pages, social posts, videos. Not only did this help us drive awareness of Prezi as a thought leader on remote work, it also helped our customers better navigate the pandemic. All of this content was created in collaboration with content marketing and our SEO teams. And within all these pieces of content, we featured many of the Prezi videos that my team had worked on with various thought leaders. Not only were we showing them valuable, helpful content, we were also showing them what our video product was capable of at the same time. Now, creating this content wasn't without its challenges. Reaching the right audience can be really difficult when it needs to be done quickly and at scale. SEO takes a while to start seeing results, as I'm sure many of you in the audience know, and ads can be really costly. What we did is we looked to the channels we already had. We also started working with business leaders and experts across key industries and audiences that we saw had the most to benefit from using Prezi. Those are groups like sales, marketing, L&D, trainers, HR, and really anyone who had to quickly learn about remote and virtual work, which was a really big audience. We then shared the Prezi videos everywhere. That included our social channels, our landing pages, email newsletters, and blog posts. We also prominently featured them on our video gallery, and our influencers and thought leaders also shared out that they had been featured to their networks. This led to an expansion by referral, as people who were featured in some capacity introduced other business leaders and experts they knew to our tool and to our team because they liked working with us. Through this, we were able to grow brand awareness, product usage, and our network. All of the success at this point was compounding on each other. This helped our brand in a number of ways. We saw increased brand awareness of Prezi as a virtual meetings and virtual presentation company. We saw increased credibility on thought leadership topics such as remote work and hybrid work. And we saw a long list of people who we can turn to for quotes, webinars, and video series. Now, our content strategy was also impacted. We hosted webinars featuring speakers from companies like Salesforce, Atlassian, and Slido. And that wouldn't have been possible if we didn't develop these relationships. We created a comprehensive ebook that I mentioned at the start, featuring insights and quotes from people at Slack, Visa, Zapier, and many more. And we built up a pipeline of webinar speakers for a continuous hybrid work series that's been running since the summer of 2021, and it's already off to a great start this year. This all seems like it might be a lot of work, and it was, but I think it can be boiled down to these ideas. The first, focus on your area of expertise and create content that is relevant and timely for your audience. Build relationships with contacts, partners, and customers to also create a content library of third-party thought leadership. Promote your network and partners and give them a reason to keep making content for you. And be consistent with a content calendar and find ways to keep influencers and thought leaders involved regularly. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. As a little gift, I want to share a free premium upgrade to Prezi Video for anyone who's interested. All you have to do is sign up for Prezi for free and fill in this form here at prezi.com/attendee upgrade. I hope you'll check it out. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and it's time to move into Q&A. All right, let me move over to the chat section here. Okay. Oh, we need to wait 30 seconds before they start asking. All right. Well, in the meantime, I can talk a little bit about Prezi Video since that's usually a question I get quite often. What am I using? I'm using Prezi Video. How does it work? Prezi Video is a virtual camera. So I have the Prezi Video desktop app, and it's plugging right into StreamYard. All I have to do is select my camera as the Prezi camera on StreamYard, and I control the presentation through the Prezi Video app, and that's how I'm moving through this right now. And Prezi Video works with pretty much any video conferencing platform that you're using as long as you can select your camera. So we integrate very well with Zoom, with WebEx, with StreamYard, as you can see, um, Google Meet, and any others that you can think of. All right, we have one question here. What are the content trends in 2022? Great question. I alluded to this earlier. I think personalized content as well as relevant and timely content are going to be really key. In 2022, and this has already been happening over the past few years, but I think it's going to be even more magnified. We are all at home on our computers. We have our cell phones, we have our laptops, we have information right at our fingertips. And so we really need to be thoughtful about the content that we're putting out there and learning about our customers and making sure that we're actually addressing their problems. They can do all the research about how to use the product or what the product is, but really drill down into the challenges that they're facing and get specific, make sure it is relevant to them, make sure it's timely, that it's an issue that they're facing right now in their work or daily life, whatever your product addresses. And I think that that will lead to success when it comes to your content this coming year. I would also say video is a really big one. Video is just increasingly gaining in popularity. We know how much we love video. We spend hours on Netflix and Hulu and all these streaming sites. And so, as much as you can use video again to personalize your message, you see me using Prezi Video here when I reach out to people. Sometimes I'll put their logo on top, use their colors. So, personalization in the form of video, I think, is something that is really going to stand out. All right, someone's complimenting the presentation. Thank you so much. I have to give credit to our designer, Gabby at Prezi. What about long form content like long blog posts and articles? I would say the same thing. I mean, I think with content, you need to have the foundation there. And so what I shared before, as long as you have the foundation, you're addressing the problem, people are going to be okay consuming that content and spend the time if it's valuable to them. I think the thing I would say for this person who's writing long form content and articles is to incorporate rich media in there, whether that's a video, an infographic, some sort of interesting image. Ideally, you're moving away from the typical stock images. There's a lot of, I think, more creative sites out there that are providing imagery that's a little bit more realistic. So I would say same tips for that. All right, wonderful. Looks like we have no more questions. So thank you everyone for jumping in there.
Thank you very much, Lorraine. The presentation and the design, everything is flawless and it's perfect. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you and have a great day.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Bye.